This is Roger Stone for American Sovereign Bullion. Since 2020, the U.S. dollar has lost over 20% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold continues to rise. Call 844-272-2428 or go to asbgold.com now to get your free gold and silver guide and learn how to protect your wealth with physical gold and silver delivered to your door or held in a gold IRA today. So go to asbgold.com now. Don't wait for the markets to drop. That's asbgold.com.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Let's begin with Jackie, line 3 in Harlem. Jackie, what's on your mind?
First, let me say, Dominic, I know the family is in pain. As a mother who lost 2 kids to gun violence,
this is Jackie Rowe Adams. This is Jackie Rowe Adams, who unfortunately is not a laughing matter, who lost, and let me just say this, Jackie, I didn't know you were going to call in. Jackie lost 2 sons to gun violence, and Jackie is the real deal. Jackie is not a poverty pimp like half of these clowns out here. Jackie is on the front line. Anything going on that's important to the community, no matter what time it is, she's there when it doesn't mean a dime for her pocket. So it's important that I set this up that way, Jackie. Go right ahead, please.
I agree with you. I agree with what is going on with all this black on black crime, and that's what it is. People, they're running around shooting each other with these illegal guns. Enough is enough. I am so glad, Dominic, that you're speaking out on it. I am so glad that it is people that is sick and tired of being sick and tired. We are running around and talking about everything else except for real public safety. Now, the families is hurting. What are we going to do about this gun violence, Dominic? 20 years, and I said over and over again, I can't believe that Harlem Mother Save been around for 20 years now going on, and it's because we trying to save lives, because we can't bring back our kids. This mother and family can't bring back that 7-month-old. And we are steady allowing these guns to come in our city and our state. We got to do something about it. We have to do something about it. I'm in pain. When I hear that. When I hear these gunshots and people getting killed every second. But thank God crime is going down. But when you hear stuff like this, and I want to say thank you, NYPD, for doing your job so very well. Yes, we have people in jail. We caught some of them. But we still have people on the street that's doing crime. And it must stop. It must stop.
Jackie, let me ask this question to you, because something that breaks my heart. I'm going to be straight with you, and I'm going to be straight with the audience. So in my heart, I know what the problem is. The problem is the black man. Now, that sounds kind of sexist, because that's implying that something may be wrong with the black woman. Nothing's wrong with the black woman, but you need a man in the household, because somebody's got to teach that child right. Everybody can't be the friend of that child. Somebody's got to say, if you act up, that's your, you know what, because I'm going to hem you up and I'm going to straighten you out. But you also got to lead by example. You got to lead by example.
Dominic. That's right.
And so,
that's right.
So my philosophy, Jackie, is that, and I to me, it's clear as day. I don't know why everybody can't see it. My philosophy is this.
I know it. I say it all the time. Stop trying to be your child's friend. Stop trying to hang out with your child, school friends, and trying to be young. Check your room. Check your house. Check under your bed. Know who your kids are with. You have to lead by example.
But Jackie, answer this for me. Well, let me. I just diverted. So let me sidetrack. So we just heard from Lamar in Philadelphia. Why in our community they'd rather blame me for talking about the problem than being about the problem and doing something about it? Why is that?
Because they won't do nothing about it, and they don't want you to do nothing about it. That's why. But I'm so glad you're doing something about it. And they should blame themselves. Anybody that don't understand what's really going on should blame themselves for all this shooting, and especially in the urban community. That's where it's coming from. And they have to stop. People get upset with me, Dominic, because I say out, oh, it's black on black crime. They say, oh, no, it's not. Well, where are you? You don't see what's going on? Let's try to get together and stop it. The community has to take back our kids and take back our community. We can't continue to blame people and blame the Dominiques of the world because he's trying to help or she's trying to help. We have to take ownership. It is happening. You are right on. You know that most of the things we agree on because it's happening. You're trying to save lives, and that's what you're doing, and I'm so proud of you, Dominic. Keep trying to save lives, but eventually I will get to talk to the mother and see the family when things calm down a little because they're traumatized right now. They don't need everybody running after them. They in shock. They're in shock. The pain is really out there, and people don't understand. Let the family try to heal a little bit before you start running out there. But people in our community, Dominique, I pray that they understand what's going on. And I-95 and this gun trafficking, all these illegal guns coming into the urban community. And I'll say it again and again, to the urban community, and I want you to continue to say it. That's why, Dominique, I have the highest respect for you because you bring out the issues, whether it's the favorite or not. You're not afraid to speak about it, and I join you. I'm not afraid to speak about it myself, and that's why April 24th we're going to have our celebration of celebrating the lives that we have saved and going to continue to save.
You have saved a lot.
I want you to keep talking about it, Dominique.
So, hey, Jackie, I don't know what your schedule is, but I got to take a break in a second. I don't know if you can hold on this long, but I got to do another short segment and then take a break. But I want to come back for a few more minutes with you if you can hold on. If you can't, I understand. But what I want to ask you is this. For me, it's real clear. I'm the leader of the family unit. When I was growing up, Jackie, black men would get out there and hustle at night if they had to for the family. If it meant doing a plumbing job, if it meant mopping the floors, whatever it meant, you would make it happen. Those days are gone. And I just don't know how we got to this point. So I want you to think about that, let it marinate, because the way I feel is that in my household, the buck stops with me. Period. As the leader. Nobody else. No government program with me. So I just want you to, I got to do another short segment. I want you to think about that, and then I'm coming right back to you. And we are back. We see all of your calls, but right now I'm talking to Jackie Rowe Adams, who is a major leader in Harlem, New York. She's the real deal, folks. I don't say that lightly. And you know what? You're always so unassuming. I only have about 3.5 minutes. Why didn't you identify yourself, Jackie, when you called in? I took your call at random. I didn't know it was you.
Oh, I don't know. I just said Jackie. And
right, you always do that, though. Like when you show up at events at 9 o'clock in the morning. Like, for example, right, I'm going to keep it real. You were one of the only community leaders there at the PAL Center at the Christmas party for the kids. Right? All of these folks got a lot of talk. They all receiving taxpayer dollars for gang intervention, anti-gun programs, and nobody's nowhere to be seen except for you.
Say it again. And then you went off when you went to break, you said to marinate what's happening with the fathers, black men. Mm-hmm. A lot of this weed have a lot to do with it, Dominic.
It does. They become zombies.
Weed with your kids and the kids' friends, and whether they're adults or not. If you want respect, you have to give respect to these young people.
And I'm not your friend. You're my child. You're my daughter. You're my son. I'm not your friend.
That's right. And this is where it got lost. Then you have the women, the mothers. Some of them, they so wrapped up in their man, so they're losing sight of these kids.
They don't care about the kids. Jackie, let's call it what it is. The kids become a welfare check. Let's call it what it is.
Yes, it becomes a welfare check where it must stop, because with the welfare check come that crime. And if you're not paying attention to what your child is doing, that's when the crime come in, and you worrying about, I have to go out there and buy my kids some sneakers. Well, where is the father? Why you having all these children? Because a lot of these children are getting in trouble because they don't feel love. They don't feel the love from their father. They don't feel the love a lot of times for their mother. So they turn to the street and get in these gangs.
And once they're in the gang, it's a wrap.
And it's in the urban community. Yeah, people say it's in other no, it's in the urban. Let's talk about the real urban community where all this violence is happening and these illegal guns. Now they making these ghost guns. Now they make it, and we have to pay attention. We have to come out. And we have to do what we're supposed to do in our communities and stop blaming the police. And then stop blaming Dominic for bringing it to the forefront so we could do something about it. And that is my message, Dominic.
I don't care what they say about me. Has Mayor Mamdani reached out to you yet?
Absolutely not.
You've got to be joking me.
No. Oh, no.
I thought he's a mayor of the people. It doesn't get any more grass. Mayor Adams reached out to you almost weekly.
Absolutely, and to others. But let me say this. Mayor Adams know the urban community. Mayor Adams took an oath as the mayor to be the mayor for everybody and public safety. And Mayor Adams made sure that the communities was taken care of, whether they liked him or not. And that's the thing. It's not about who you like. It's about let's get the job done and let's save some lives. And that's what I'm about. That's Jackie, what I'm about. It's not about.
Wait, I'm sorry. I have a hard national break. I have a hard national break that I have to take. I want to have you on later this week. We'll be in contact with you because I do have to move on. And I have this hard break. You know I love you, and I love you because of what you're doing for the community. Thank you.
Listen to this podcast now
on the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Leadership Thread with Dr. Peggy Polonis.
I'm Dr. Peggy Polonis. Join me on each episode where I unravel the story that shaped leaders, tracing the thread that led them where they are today. Because leadership isn't born in adulthood. And thank you once again for joining us on the Leadership Thread, education, ethics, and sustainability.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.